This is an audio test for the cameras. This is an audio test for the cameras. Copy. Audio test for the cameras. This is an audio test for the cameras. Okay, we got a thumbs up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin in 5 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin in 2 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin momentarily. Please take your seats.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Thompson, and I serve as the Executive Vice President and Provost for the University of Nevada. It's a privilege to welcome you to the 2025 State of the University. I'd like to take a moment to recognize several guests joining us today. Regional Representative for U.S. Senator Cortez Masto, Cameron George. Nevada System of Higher Education Regent, Joe Arascata. Nevada State Senator, Dr. Angie Taylor. Washoe County School District Trustee, Adam Mayberry. Washoe County School District Superintendent, Dr. Joe Ernst. Clark County School District Superintendent, Dr. Joan Ebert. Reno City Council Member, Devon Reese. City of Sparks Council Member, Charlene Bybee. Our Faculty Senate Chair, Dr. Jennifer McClendon. Associated Students of University of Nevada President, Carmina Aguilar. President and CEO of Renown Health, Dr. Brian Erling, and Taylor Adams from EDON. I want to thank you all for being here. I think big round of applause for all of our guests. As we gather today, we acknowledge that the University of Nevada, Reno is situated on the traditional homelands of the Numa, Northern Paiute, Washoe, Nuwa, Western Shoshone, Nuwa, Southern Paiute peoples. These lands continue to be a gathering place for indigenous peoples, and we recognize their deep connection to these places. And now it's my pleasure to welcome member of the Walker River Paiute Tribe and Director of Indigenous Relations, Daphne M. Hooper, to open this event with an Indigenous blessing. Please stand if you are able.
Pijat Tabino. Tamana Maturu. No Kohima Matabuidu. Pija Ukatabino Tikiati. Uwanuma Upijat Yukuti. Noko Yasamupunidu Sutuhai. Tina Tunituina. Pijat Sutuhaina. Mama Kunumi, Numa Tuni Tui Nokwa. Ti Piatipa, Ti Pa'a, Ti Songanakwana. Noko Hitami na Unakwetu, Mani Panidu Sutuhaika. Pija Tumia, Puhwa, Puhwa. Creator God, maker of all things, thank you for giving us this day. We have a lot to be thankful for. Bless everyone gathered here. Blessings for our language. With it, we will teach others. Bless our Mother Earth, our water, our air. Bless everything around us. Go in a good way. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Daphne. Today we gather with a shared purpose, to recognize who we are and where we are going. And there's no one more dedicated to the future and success of this great university than President Brian Sandoval. Over the past 5 years, the University of Nevada has gained increased national recognition, driven by the excellence of our faculty, the dedication of our staff, and the achievements of our students. President Sandoval embodies the Wolfpack Way, fostering a campus cultured in collaboration, integrity, and service. As the first alumnus to serve as president, he brings both a deep understanding of our mission and a personal commitment to our future. Today, as we continue to grow our impact nationally, our university stands as a place of innovation, opportunity, and bold ambition. It is my honor to serve as provost under President Sandoval's leadership. Please join me in welcoming the 17th president of the University of Nevada, President Brian Sandoval.
Thank you, Mr. Provost, and I'm just overwhelmed about the turnout today. I think it's the largest that we have ever had, and it truly is a privilege and honor to be with you. Fair warning, this is going to be a long one, and so I asked them to have coffee in the back if you need coffee, but really excited about what we're going to talk about, what I'm going to talk about today. So thank you, Provost Thompson, and good afternoon, everyone. Today I stand before you with immense pride and gratitude as I reflect on our journey and look ahead to our future. Our university is not only Nevada's flagship institution, it is a national leader in research, innovation, and service. When I first became president in 2020, we were ranked 240th by U.S. News and World Report. Today we have risen to 192, with the Wall Street Journal ranking us at 165, Forbes at 181, and Niche at 245. Thank you. And all of these evaluators have our university ranked as the best in the great state of Nevada. So these numbers are more than statistics. They are a testament to our relentless pursuit of excellence and our rightful place among the nation's top public land-grant universities. Now, I often say and truly believe that our university is home to the finest professionals in the United States of America. Our progress is driven by the dedication of all of you, our Wolfpack family. So before I continue, I want to acknowledge the remarkable people who make us strong. First, and absolutely first, is an alumna who has always been an enthusiastic supporter of our university, our First Lady, my wife, Laurel. Thank you. Our university is truly exceptional, and we are proud to be part of Nevada's outstanding system of higher education. I want to express my gratitude for the leadership and vision of our regents, chancellor, and my fellow system presidents, and I want to acknowledge Regent Ariscotta for being here today. I'd also like to acknowledge some new leaders we have on campus. Dr. Thomas Weller, our Dean of the College of Engineering. Claudia Aguayo, our University General Counsel, who, by the way, is also a proud graduate of our Donald W. Reynolds School of Journalism. And yeah, woohoo. And Tracy Ostrom, our Vice President for University Advancement. And to the leaders of the PAC, my incredible team on this stage, I'm deeply grateful for your partnership, your passion, and your unwavering grit. It is your leadership that truly makes us great. Let's give them all a nice round of applause. Thank you. And now to the heart and soul of our university, our faculty, staff, facilities, police. You are the foundation of our success. Daily, you all demonstrate an extraordinary drive to achieve the highest levels of success. And our faculty senate, led by Dr. Jennifer McClendon, if you would stand, please. And our staff employee council, chaired by Gustavo Gomez. Gustavo, if you would stand, please. Exemplify the spirit of collaboration and excellence that defines our university. So again, would you all please join me in applauding our faculty and staff. And then, of course, there are our students, led by the Associated Students of the University of Nevada President, Carmina Agubat, and our Graduate Student Association President, Rachanya Dev Chinnapan. Our students personify our university's values of excellence, integrity, inclusiveness, and collaboration. So will you please join me in applauding the very best of our Wolfpack, our students. And by the way, Carmina, if any of you had an opportunity to attend our homecoming parade yesterday, you did, and you and your team did an amazing job, so thank you. Now, as you all know, our university has proudly served Nevada for over 151 years. 151 years and 8 days, if you're counting. So I'd like to quickly take you back to the spring of 1895. The university had moved to Reno 10 years earlier and had 55 students and about a dozen faculty. And 1 decade into our time on this campus, at a commencement ceremony held in historic McKissick's Opera House in downtown Reno, President Joseph Stubbs took the moment to take stock of what the University of Nevada represented to the world. He likened our university to a kind of new city where the dimensions of it can be well measured. Quote, "The length of it is truth. You may perhaps find the truth at the gates of the university in the lessons that are taught, and the courage to dare to stand for the truth." I think that applies just as well today as it did in 1895. The hope of the state lies in the young people, in their fitness to be the honor and glory of the nation and the graduates of this university who, with the dreams of pride, hope, and ambition, so act so that you may do your duty to the state as well as to yourself. So throughout our 151-year journey, the Wolfpack has built a university grounded in deep pride, Nevada grit, and selfless community. We are a Wolfpack. And when we say the strength of the pack is the wolf and the strength of the wolf is the pack, we mean it. Our sense of community and its ascendant power bring us hope, even when the days and world events are challenging. As we have grown into our values, we have also grown in strength in ourselves and as a pack. When we pause to reflect on what we have accomplished and who we've become, it is clear. We are bold, we are innovating, and we are leading. The University of Nevada has evolved not only from Nevada's flagship university, but to a leader on the national stage. We are a community unlike any other, a community that impacts the lives of Nevadans and lives around the world. Our alumni serve in the United States Senate and House of Representatives and hold leadership roles across state and local government, the legal profession, and the judiciary. They are shaping the future of every major industry in Nevada. They've built multi-billion-dollar companies, hold executive roles in global corporations, and lead as a president of an NFL team and national universities. From directing federal labs and hospital research programs to igniting innovation in startups and driving social change, their influence is both broad and profound. At the University of Nevada, we don't wait for the future to happen, we make it happen. We are realizing the potential that the original founders of our state saw in the university and going beyond. And today, we are seizing historic and strategic opportunities to become the most outward-facing, accessible, and high-achieving land-grant institution in Nevada and the nation. For these reasons, I'm proud to report to you this afternoon that the state of our university is strong, but with so much more to achieve and to aspire to. We are not only Nevada's university, we are America's university, taking our place among the nation's leaders in research, engagement, and in service. We are embracing this moment to expand our teaching and research impact to catalyze new and exciting Nevada industries while also stewarding a sustainable future for generations to come. So now I'll take some time to dig into some of the specifics of what I just mentioned. Now let's start with student enrollment. This past year, we adapted a new student recruitment structure. The professionals of enrollment services and marketing and communications have come together to create a more nimble, data-driven, and technologically sophisticated, try that 3 times, approach in student recruitment. And I'm pleased to report that our fall 2025 enrollment numbers are up quite significantly. And in some key areas, we're at record levels. Our first-year enrollment is up 8.7% over last year, bringing us to a total of 24,061 students. And one of the most successful pathways for the high school students of Nevada to find a college education is through our collegiate academies. We are seeing great growth here with enrollment in our dual credit program, which is up more than 23%. I'm going to get to more of that later in the speech. We are at an all-time high for Nevada students, with marked increases in students from Clark, Washoe, and rural counties. Our honors college enrollment has grown from 440 students in fall of 2019 to 1,250 students in the fall of 2025. We are also at record multi-ethnic Native American and Hispanic enrollment. So, because over 25% of our students are of Hispanic origin, we will submit our formal application for federal recognition as a Hispanic serving institution. A strategic goal, years in the making. I want to thank Dr. Javette Sanchez, Senior Vice Provost Dr. Jill Heaton, and Vice President Michael Flores for leading us in this process. Give them a big hand, please. And alongside our priority of growing our enrollment is retaining our Wolfpack students. Our University Retention Committee, led by Vice President Dr. Heather Speed, is working with leaders across our university to be strategic in providing the best student experience possible. While we already have a student retention rate of over 80%, which is pretty good, we think we can do even better. And this past August, our highly successful Nevada Fit program welcomed its largest cohort in Nevada history. That's a great picture. This one-week program exposes students to resources, mentors, and college courses, helping students transition to life at the University of Nevada. Another student support service is First in the Pack, strengthening early college engagement for our first-generation students. This homegrown university initiative has grown 164% over the past 5 years, expanding from 197 students to 519 students. We've expanded multicultural programming and engagement through signature events such as the Powwow, Lunar New Year, Dia de los Muertos, and Affinity Unity celebrations, which have all grown in scale and impact. And just this last Saturday, our Dean's Future Scholars Program just celebrated its 25th anniversary. Our university Greek life is robust and growing with 13 fraternities and 15 sororities. We have over 200 student clubs, from esports to rockets to hiking to frisbee. I could go on and on, you could name it, but look at, that is a few weeks ago on the quad. We have so many clubs. There is something for every student on our campus. The support we provide our students extends outward as our students carry their talents and experiences into the community in great numbers. Since 2020, the Nevada Career Studio has developed relationships with 200 new community partners that offered sponsored internships for our students. Our community partners, working with our Center for Student Engagement, have connected more than 10,000 students with various projects, internships, and community service. That's an applause line. Yeah. And of course, also part of our student experience is Wolfpack Athletics. How about our baseball and softball teams being regular season Mountain West Conference championship? But I am so proud of all of our student athletes, their coaches, and all the athletic staff for bringing honor and pride to our university. And our student athletes' success on the field is only surpassed by their success in the classroom. Our student athletes achieved a projected 992 score for their academic progress rate score, the highest score in over 10 years. And last year marked the highest student athlete GPA for a regular academic year since 2018. Yeah. These remarkable achievements by our student athletes exemplify the broader spirit of excellence that defines student life at our university. And we recognize that the vibrancy of our student experience is deeply intertwined with our commitment to community engagement and statewide impact. It's through this holistic approach to education and involvement that we continue to strengthen our role as Nevada's land-grant leader, advancing initiatives that benefit not only our university, but the entire state. Our collegiate academies, as I mentioned earlier, continue to grow. And thanks to the leadership of our provost, Vice Provost Dave Shintani, and Director Joe Nanini, and our partners, Joni Ebert, from the Clark County Superintendent, and thank you for coming all the way from Las Vegas. Big, yeah. And Washoe County Superintendent Joe Ernst, I think I saw him over there, if you would wave, Mr. Superintendent. We are providing the dream of taking college classes to high school students on their own campuses. This fall, we are serving more than 40 Nevada high schools with more than 8,000 students enrolled in more than 40 college credit courses we offer. And just for perspective, 3 years ago, we had about 500. Yeah. 5,600 of our dual credit students reside in Clark County and attend 23 high schools there. And I'm going to go off script for a moment, but I really want to thank our faculty here on our campus, as well as the faculties at all the respective high schools throughout the state for the teamwork to truly create the very best dual credit program you will find in the state of Nevada. And I've had the privilege of visiting many of these high schools in the classrooms, and I tell them, you are members of the Wolfpack, and the classes you are taking are no different if you're sitting in a classroom in North Las Vegas or North Valleys or in Sparks or Reno or wherever you are across the state. It is no different than the class that is being taught here on the University of Nevada campus. So for those students out there, really proud of them. We have some students that are taking 5 college courses in their high school curriculum. It really is miraculous. And thinking behind high school, we know that in the state of Nevada alone, over 300,000 people have some college experience, but no degree. And true to our land-grant mission, or as I like to call it, land-grant 2.0, we are continuing to increase educational opportunities for our state and beyond by bringing a University of Nevada education to wherever you are through our Nevada online program. And under the leadership of Vice Provost Carly Reese, we have moved away from contracting with outside entities to offer online degrees to developing our own top quality options. Since 2024, we have developed 225 new online courses, which translates to 5 new bachelor's degrees, 11 minors, and several certificates fully online. And we will continue to expand our online offerings, including non-credit professional development opportunities, so that every Nevadan will have access to higher education regardless of their location or life circumstances. And again, I want to thank our faculty on this campus who've been innovative and are participating in this incredible program. Please give them a hand. And we're also bringing new academic initiatives to our university. As the constitutional and legal landscape continues to evolve nationally, our new Center for Constitutional Law will play a pivotal role in informing the state's legal and civic future. Led by Executive Director Rick Chaychok, the center serves as a hub for advanced research in constitutional law while also offering valuable resources and expertise through scholarly inquiry, instruction, and community outreach. Our Center for Constitutional Law will provide workshops for our high school and middle school history, civics, and constitutional educators, and provide specialized instruction about our nation's most sacred document, the Constitution, and how courts are interpreting it. This isn't a hope to have, this is a must-have. And the Center will soon offer a degree in legal studies, and we are in exploratory talks with the Boyd School of Law to open a northern branch at our Tahoe campus, which will include a joint MFA JD degree.
Yeah.
And with the ever-evolving technological landscape, we must train and prepare our students for a workforce that demands understanding of artificial intelligence. This is why the campus-wide initiative we introduced in August, PAC AI, is one of our next institutional priorities. In addition to having the research and communication skills to succeed, so too must our students learn to use AI ethically, responsibly, and with a cutting-edge knowledge base. And through transformative educational and professional opportunities and instruction for our students, faculty, and staff, we will help produce a relevant workforce addressing the needs of the state and nation. Also addressing the needs of our state is our medical school's Physician Assistant Studies program. And I didn't even know this till recently. This program has soared to a number 21 national ranking in the 2025 U.S. News and World Report, an extraordinary achievement for a new program with only 5 graduating cohorts. The program's graduates are making a difference across Nevada, with 71% remaining in state, including in rural Nevada communities, and strengthening healthcare quality statewide. Big hand to the PA program. Another great example of our university evolving to meet the state's unique healthcare needs is the Orvis School of Nursing, introducing the inaugural cohort of 16 students for a BSN program at the Lake Tahoe campus. Starting in January 2027, this new program emphasizes service to rural and mountain communities, preparing nurses to practice in diverse and often under-resourced locations. Next, our Tahoe Center for Global Sustainability, based at our Lake Tahoe campus and led by Dr. Sudeep Chandra, will soon get the research vessels they've been waiting for. The Kristen, after philanthropist Kristen Avancino, and the C.R. Goldman, after the godfather of Tahoe limnology, research vessels will soon be delivered and launched in the pristine waters of Lake Tahoe next month and next summer. So thanks to a generous federal appropriation and the E.L. Wiegand Foundation, we have one vessel dedicated to nearshore research and the other for deepwater research, conducting studies that will not only benefit Lake Tahoe, but waterways across the globe. We finally have our Nevada Navy. At our Lake Tahoe campus, not only are we addressing Nevada's healthcare and conservation needs, but we're also filling the local news desert experienced by Tahoe residents. This summer, the Reynolds School of Journalism introduced the newest KUNR radio station at Lake Tahoe, providing a dedicated local news reporter who broadcasts local, state, and national news to the Tahoe Basin, along with the quality KUNR programming listeners enjoy across northern Nevada. And again, that's a big applause line. And after having now graduated almost all of our legacy Sierra Nevada University students, we're now looking forward to developing a strategic plan for our Lake Tahoe campus. Commencing this fall, we will be seeking campus and external input to ensure that our Tahoe campus is being utilized to its highest and best potential. We are fortunate to have such an incredible asset at Lake Tahoe that differentiates us from every university in the country. And I know I can confidently stand up here. I don't know how many universities are in the United States, but they would trade places with us in a nanosecond to have this campus. And now we will be sure we are utilizing the campus at its highest and best purpose for the benefit of our faculty, staff, students, community, and the world. I'm going to move on to university research. Other ways that we are demonstrating our place as a national university and providing tremendous value to our communities is through research. The university's research expenditures, a key measure of university research activity, are up 34% since the university's first Carnegie classification in 2018. And by the way, we were just reaffirmed as a Carnegie High Research Institution. But for the 10th consecutive year, fiscal year 24 research expenditures reached a new institutional record, its highest ever, totaling $194.1 million. There was nearly $298,000 in research and development expenditures per faculty member in FY23, which makes our faculty among the top 100 most productive in the United States of America. And our total research funding for FY25 stands at $229 million. And in addition to these high water marks for research, the individuals involved with this work are known around the country and the world for expertise in their fields. Our Nevada faculty are world leaders in education and scholarship across medicine, healthcare, science and engineering, performing arts, journalism, agriculture, business, and education, and I could go on. And they have been recognized for their contributions and accomplishments. 3 current and 5 total Nevada faculty have been recognized by election into the national academies. Yeah. 18 current and emeritus faculty members have been selected as fellows of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. Yeah. One of our faculty members recently received a prestigious Sloan Research Fellowship, and many of our faculty have been elected fellows of their national or international professional societies. Since 2020, 32 university faculty have received an NSF, National Science Foundation Career Award, which is one of the most prestigious emblems of excellence in the world of research. This recognition of our faculty by their peers establishes the national competitiveness of the University of Nevada, and these faculty members demonstrate that we are among the nation's best land-grant universities. One more big hand. That is really incredible. So this level of achievement deserves recognition and requires more support to sustain its momentum. That's why I'm excited to announce today that the university will establish the Presidential Research Innovation Scholarly Merit Program, or PRISM, which will be a faculty grant fund available to all our faculty. Yeah. This internal grant fund will allow faculty to apply for needed resources for their respective disciplines. And I want to thank the faculty chair, McClendon. We were in a conversation and she said, we have some faculty that are seeing us build a brand new $160 million business building, but sometimes they can't get a microscope. And so I thought I'd make it an institutional imperative that we would create a fund to really benefit our faculty. Thank you. So the details of this initiative are still being developed, and a formal announcement of the program will be released soon. And now let me take a moment to touch on the work of our students. It has become common for our undergraduate and graduate students to receive prestigious National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowships. 47 of our undergraduate students have received national scholarships, including Goldwater, Truman, and Udall scholarships, and one student has been named a Rhodes Scholar. Yeah. So this is a testament to the hard work and dedication of our students and the quality of education and mentorship provided by our faculty. So to support this momentum in learning, discovery, and engagement, we are adding to our physical infrastructure while strengthening our ties with the surrounding community. And thanks to the leadership and imagination of Vice President Andrew Klinger and his team, our latest and upcoming buildings are designed to foster bold, innovative connections that are fundamentally community-focused and outward-facing. The John Tulloch Business Building, which opened in August, is the new home for our College of Business. It serves as the needed anchor for business and industry development for Northern Nevada. Related to this project is the construction of a more easily accessible ADA path to our business building and upgrades to the path surrounding our beautiful Manzanita Lake. This path will also include a new terrace for reflection, relaxation, and restoration. Always a place to be admired, Manzanita Lake has never truly been accessible to our community. Our entire Wolfpack family deserves to enjoy all that this campus sanctuary has to offer. So construction on this project will commence in a few weeks and is scheduled for completion next fall. Our university has long lacked a proper place for our guests, parents, visiting scholars, and opposing teams and fans to stay when they visit. I probably shouldn't make them too comfortable, but when they visit our university. So that being said, the new business building will eventually be adjacent to a university hotel, which will further our connection with downtown Reno and the business community. The hotel will provide quality lodging for university guests and provide them with a positive experience while visiting our campus in Northern Nevada. With Board of Regents review and approval, we hope to break ground on the new hotel next summer, with completion in 2028. The final piece of the University Mathewson Gateway District is our Life Sciences building. I'll leave it there. I know who you are. We are incredibly grateful to the Nevada State Legislature and Governor Lombardo for providing us with $6.2 million of the funding needed to plan and design our new Life Sciences building. And thank you, Senator Taylor. This addition to our university will provide much needed modern labs and classrooms so we can continue to train the healthcare workforce that the state of Nevada desperately needs. We hope to return to the Nevada legislature in 2027 for the construction funding for this critical building. Connecting our university to our Reno community is University Village. The housing has been rehabilitated and University Village will be fully occupied by the end of the year, providing safe and affordable housing to our faculty, staff, and graduate students. And I know we've got the Vice Mayor here, Devin Reese. The City of Reno has also announced that due to our investments, it will soon improve the sidewalks and add more streetlights to the area. So thank you, City of Reno. But here's another great one. The Regional Transportation, the RTC, is also working with a firm to design a pedestrian bridge across Interstate 80, providing a safe path for University Village residents to walk to campus. And I'm also very excited to announce that we are exploring a partnership with a development firm to build a privately owned faculty, staff, and graduate student housing building with retail at 600 University Way, right next to University Village. And pending Regent approval, this housing complex will further extend the university footprint into downtown Reno. Now, the beauty of this partnership is that our university will not put $1 into this development, and upon debt retirement in approximately 30 to 40 years, ownership will be turned over to the university. Talk about magic from Mr. Klinger. But that, if approved, the project will start construction next year and be ready for occupancy in 2028. Next, I'm incredibly proud to announce a new project near our university's historic quad. Welcoming you to our iconic Wolfpack Way will be the Tusher Family Nevada Arch. A deep and sincere thank you for the generosity of the Tusher family, who is fully funding this project, which will begin construction in spring of 2026 and will be completed in August of 2026 before school starts. What a way to welcome people and our students to our campus. And I know many of you are still curious about the proposed Veterans Hospital. And what I can share today is that the VA continues to do its due diligence on acquiring the property on the north end of campus. The VA has conducted public workshops in Reno and is currently reviewing the cost of relocating university assets that will be displaced. And should the project come to fruition, and we're hopeful that it will, we will be one of a handful of universities in the nation that are adjacent to a veterans hospital, with potential partnerships with our medical school, nursing school, School of Social Work, and School of Public Health. Another major initiative on the north end of campus is the construction of the new State Public Health Lab. This facility, thanks to a generous allocation of state funds from former Governor Steve Sisolak and the Nevada legislature, will be a state-of-the-art resource for all of Nevada. Once completed, this lab will serve as a first line of defense in the rapid identification and response to public health threats affecting Nevada's citizens. Following the completion of this project, our School of Public Health will renovate and repurpose the former State Health Lab, creating more educational opportunities for our students and further strengthening our university's leadership in public health. And that's the way it looks as of today. And progress continues on the George W. Guillemot Foundation Dome in the Fleischmann Planetarium. We anticipate breaking ground in February of 2026 with completion in July of 2026. And when complete, the Guillemot Dome will be an elite viewing and teaching experience for our university and our community, and we will be the only university in the country with a state-of-the-art dome with undescribable visual and audio experience. And the only thing that I can compare it to on a much smaller scale is that Sphere in Las Vegas. But I promise you, it will be as good. It only seats 60 to 80 people, but it's going to be truly amazing. And 2 weeks ago, our university celebrated the opening of a new classroom facility at our main station farm. This facility houses a smart classroom and conference areas to support training, workshops, and events related to the university's various agricultural programs in animal science, meat science, veterinary science, and wildlife science. Back to Wolfpack Athletics. Wolfpack Athletics has had a number of major announcements and groundbreakings which speak to a larger university story of partnering with the campus community, as well as the community at large, to engage with and improve the quality of life of our campus and the people of Northern Nevada. In August, groundbreaking for the indoor field house and practice field turf resurfacing was held. This project is moving full steam ahead with completion expected next fall. And that picture was taken today. So, but this is really important. Thanks to the advocacy of the associated students of the University of Nevada and all of our students, the benefits of the field house will be felt throughout campus. Wolfpack Athletics will use the field house for indoor training and practice, with intramural and club sports activities taking place there as well. Our band and spirit teams will rehearse in this space, and it will also host campus events for all groups. The Fieldhouse will become an anchor of activity that will bring us in line with other top universities across the country. And it really doesn't give it justice. That thing is 70,000 square feet. And somebody told me it's as tall as the Sphinx in Egypt. So I've never seen the Sphinx, but I guess that's pretty big. But we're very excited about that. And I'm sure you've all heard about the Grand Sierra Resort Arena. The arena, which broke ground on September 30th and will be open in 2027, will soon be the finest arena of its size in the United States. And again, that's not my hyperbole, that's what the architect told me. So thanks to the investment of Alex Morello and his family, it will provide our community with the sports and entertainment district that it deserves, and it will be home of the Nevada Wolfpack men's basketball team. Now, in light of all that I just shared in April, and all what I've just shared, in April we had a great announcement. We were recognized for our strong commitment to economic and community engagement within the state of Nevada by the Association of Public and Land-Grant Universities, APLU. And after a rigorous evaluation process, they announced the University of Nevada as an Innovation and Economic Prosperity designee. We are one of only just 90 IEP designees nationwide and the state's only institution awarded this distinction. It's validation like this that sends a clear message to the nation that the University of Nevada's impact is on the rise. And we will continue having this impact because of the support of our elected officials at the federal, state, and local levels who ensure that the work of our university reflects the will and needs of the people of Nevada. We have received more than $20 million in congressional appropriations thanks to the support of Nevada's United States Senators Catherine Cortez Masto and Jackie Rosen and Congressman Mark Amodei. Yeah. And of course, our Nevada legislature and our local government officials are supporting us and assisting us as well. Yeah. We are a national university because of many factors, one being our elected leaders' understanding of the value of a university for their Nevada constituents. Recent fiscal appropriations include funding for the acquisition of the first cutting-edge, high-field, nuclear magnetic resonance spectrometer. Please don't ask me what it is, but I know it's good. In the state of Nevada, wildfire engineering equipment, Great Basin climate adaptation resources, clean room strategic equipment, lithium characterization and testing equipment, and much, much more. Moving on. We continue to be grateful for the support of Governor Lombardo and the Nevada legislature. At the state level, the Wolfpack advocated for our university in ways our Nevada state legislature has never seen. That was Wolfpack Day at the Nevada legislature, and what a turnout. The recently completed 83rd legislative session saw us secure critical funding to advance several of our key institutional priorities. This included planning funding for our life sciences building, safety and security enhancement funding, graduate medical education funding, nursing school funding, and one-time funding to support our operational expenses. There were also additional funding approved for several other projects for our university that further our institutional mission. So again, Senator, thank you to all of you and all of your colleagues for your support. And as you are all certainly aware, just because one legislative session has been successfully completed, it doesn't mean that we sit and wait until the next session occurs. Our leadership team is already drawing up strategy, needs, and some tactical considerations for the 2027 session. First, graduate students and faculty, we have listened to you. We will be asking the governor and the Nevada legislature to be even more strategic with the Knowledge Fund. In addition to supporting economic innovation and development, we believe these funds should be used to increase funding for graduate students, strengthen faculty recruitment and retention, and promote additional research. If Nevada and our university are to remain competitive in attracting new industries and the best and brightest, we must invest in our people. The Knowledge Fund can serve as a catalyst for investing in cutting-edge research, securing competitive grants, increasing graduate student enrollment, and bolstering retention and recruitment of outstanding faculty across our institution. So we are excited to support the economic renaissance of the new Nevada, and this proposal will add jet fuel to this effort. While we are grateful for the cost of living adjustment provided during the 2023 legislative session, the funding covered only approximately 61% of the traditional 80% benchmark. Although one-time funds were allocated for this biennium, and we're very thankful for that, we will petition the legislature once again for ongoing support, approximately $22 million over the biennium to meet this need. And we will also support any state efforts to provide a cost of living adjustment increase for our Wolfpack family. I thought that would be a... Of course, we continue to be grateful for the commitment, care, and contributions of our faculty and staff. Another financial investment that would make a significant impact on our campus is our request for legislative funding to support various fee waivers. Currently, the university covers $5.2 million in state-mandated unfunded fee waivers each year. And while we continue to support fee waivers in all circumstances, we will propose and hope that the university pay the first $1.5 million of each waiver, with the state covering the remaining balance. And we will also seek state support for the Digital Wolfpack Initiative, online learning, nursing education, more social workers, graduate medical education, and equal funding with UNLV for our athletic department. Expanding access to education also means supporting our collegiate academies. And again, we have our superintendents from Clark County and Washoe County. We will propose that the legislature fund scholarships for Title I students, reducing the financial barrier that might stop them from enrolling in dual credit courses. Additionally, we will request that collegiate academy teachers receive fee waivers to cover their portion of the grant and aid as they pursue their master's degrees. These investments will create more pathways for Nevada's high school students to access dual credit higher education and provide teachers with the opportunity to obtain their master's degree, dual credit teachers to obtain their master's degree at no cost to them. And as previously mentioned, we have secured funding for the design phase of our new life sciences building. In the upcoming legislative session, we request support for half of the construction costs to bring this vital facility to completion. And equally important is our commitment to campus safety and security. And although our campus population and footprint have grown significantly over the past 2 decades, our police force has not expanded proportionally. We will seek additional resources to increase the size of our campus police force to meet the needs of a growing campus and a more complex campus environment. We will also request additional funding for increased security measures at the Knowledge Center, including restricted access during late hours to ensure the safety of our faculty, staff, and students who study in the early morning or late at night. Now, this is a lot of positive news and represents a cumulative multiplier effect on our university and the state of Nevada that has brought us to the national stage. But, and this is something that we've long wrestled with at our university, how do we share this incredible story of achievement with the rest of the world? How do we go from being the nation's best-kept secret, the biggest little university, to an institution, you're laughing because you know it's true, right? To an institution that is known for its national presence and its global impact. Now again, we're going to go back in the university time machine. In 1979, when President Joe Crowley was inaugurated as our 13th president, he captured a dilemma that still resonates today. The challenge of doing meaningful work while wondering if the nation is paying attention. He said, "We do have a mandate to do a better job of explaining ourselves to our publics. We ought to do a better job of explaining ourselves to ourselves." And everyone who knew Joe, he had a great sense of humor. But this is why I'm excited to share a bold new initiative from our Office of Marketing and Communications, which, given time and resources, should help us explain what we do, why we do it, and why the world should care. We have partnered with Nevada-based R&R partners to help us share our story, not just across our state, but across the nation. We all know who we are. We are Nevada. We are the flagship university of our state, the original land-grant institution founded in 1874, only 10 years after statehood. And we honor that legacy every day by serving the citizens of Nevada, empowering our students, and driving innovation for the future. Now we must amplify our voice on the national stage. We must ensure that our story of excellence, resilience, and impact resonates far and wide. Of course, we will seek input from all of our key stakeholders, and it's going to be more than just a possible new logo or tagline. This work will require all of us, our students, faculty, staff, alumni, supporters, and friends, and the entire Northern Nevada community to share who we are, why we love what we are doing, and why the world needs to take notice of the incredibly unique story of our great university. So there will be much more to come soon, but for the time being, this is what we hope to accomplish with this branding work, that the world will know what we already know. We are Nevada, and we are a national university. I know you've been very patient, so now I'm going to go into the closing. The achievements of the past year and the exciting future that is in store for our university have obviously taken up a lot of time today. So let me close with a few words about the importance of higher education to our country at this moment. There is no denying that we live in a time of tumult and uncertainty. And whenever there is doubt, whenever we question what the future holds, it is important to remember that it is our educational institutions that hold us together, and that the University of Nevada is the enduring institution of our state. What makes our university so special is that although we have always been rooted in tradition, we have grown and evolved to meet the needs of the moment and of history. The story I've shared with you during this address has been one of a small university of 50 students and a dozen faculty back in 1895, who've now grown to a student body of over 24,000 and a faculty of over 1,000, who have come together to answer the great questions of our time. We have joined in a common purpose to innovate and collaborate so that we can all realize a better future. We are the Wolfpack. We are a group that does not exclude, but rather welcomes in our neighbors and our friends. We support and embrace every person who works, studies, and lives on our campus. In a time where the dark corners of ugly division and name-calling are becoming more mainstream, the Wolfpack family chooses to follow a different path. We find the worth in every person and see them for who they are, members of our pack. We welcome people to our campus from all 50 states and many nations across the globe because we know our university gains from their presence. We know that our strength is in our diversity of thought, culture, and background. and that we all come together to form a mighty and fearless wolf pack. Yeah. And I'm not done yet. No, education is at the root of all great things that have ever happened in our world. It is the foundation of human dignity and the wellspring of human potential. Education provides prosperity and the pursuit of happiness. It provides us hope and stability, even in an unruly, tumultuous time. It provides all of us with the common bonds of decency of purpose, as well as the personal agency to close the doors on the dark corners of our world, to do the good things and change the lives of those around us for the better. Now, I quoted the voice of President Stubbs from 130 years ago near the beginning of this speech, and I'd like to add a few more words from him here. Quote, "This university speaks," President Stubbs said, "to the magnificence of your ideals." We are a magnificent university. We have people with the strongest ideals, and we are on a common mission. And we steward our resources with responsibility and vision. It is incumbent upon us as a national university to continually ask what's next and how we will meet the challenges of the future. Our journey from Nevada's flagship to a leader on the national stage is not just a story of rankings, but of impact, innovation, and service that reaches far beyond our state's borders. By working together, believing in one another, and upholding our shared values of confidence, respect, and the worth of every person in our university, we are building communities that stretch across Nevada and the nation. For more than 151 years, our ideals have given us purpose and propelled us forward. And today, as a national university, we are an extraordinary community. We build connections that span the country. We transform lives through opportunity and excellence. We shape the future, not just for Nevada, but the nation. So thank you all for being the architects of this remarkable story and for your dedication to our shared mission and history. I cannot wait to see what comes next. Go Pack. Thank you.
So thank you all for joining us to hear President Sandoval's State of the University address. We invite you to please join us for drinks and hors d'oeuvres at the back of the ballroom. Thank you again, and go Pack.